Hello everyone. I promised my friend Bionicle that once I finished reading his book, Mask of Imitation, I would do a review on it. And so, here I am now. And I have his self-mock Kasai with me. That's more accurate than it was in the birthday video, but there's a silver foot on his back. And he does not have the Vaki torso. Credit to Vessi Mox for helping me figure out the Vaki torso build. Credit to you, dude. Thank you very much for that. But today, I'm doing book review. Well, in some way. I really stopped doing book reviews. I don't think anyone will watch it, but I promised Kasai I'll do a book review, so I'm going to do one today. Just a disclaimer: if it isn't obviously enough, you haven't watched my other book reviews, you don't have to, obviously. I go over spoilers of the book, so if you have not read the book, check it out on Wattpad. I believe it's either Bionicle Sonic or Kasai. You can read. I think he has other novels on there I have not read yet, but I just recently read Mask of Imitation, so I'm going to talk about it right now. Now, before I begin, I'm going to be going all around talking about this book because I have so many thoughts and feelings about it. Not feelings, but just like so many thoughts about it. I'm going to go all around. So I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to talk about like the middle of the book and then like the beginning of the book and then the final battle or like the characters or I talk about the setting. I'm just going to go all around with it. So hopefully you can catch up. I don't know. But, so where do I begin? I guess we can talk about the characters. The characters, Kasai what I really liked about this book was the characters, how the Toa masters got more development, six Toa, Tahu, Gali, Pahatu, Onua, Kopaka, and Liwa, how they got more character development and they were different from one another with their personalities. That's what I really liked about that. That was really cool. Especially with Akimu, they had more dialogue with them, and especially when they were, training the Toa Coretta or the Koden Guardians when they were fighting them and such. They're kind of like, their teachers. They're like, and I liked how when the Toa came back to their respective villages and such and their elements, they were like, you say, hey, you can't be my teacher and such, and he's like, be a Toa. It's like, oh, that's really cool. Everybody they're training to be the next Toa. I suppose the next Guardians of the Island if the Toa, like had to leave, like they did in the end of Drain 1. But I like how it all fits so nicely. Like this book, it's not canon to G2 obviously, but Kasai did a phenomenal job trying to, how he did that is that he fit. This book takes place right after the events of 2015, where they're in the forge and they're kind of celebrating and such, and it's taking place right before 2016 with the During the One and such, and it fits so nicely that I was kind of before I was kind of confused about quite a few things before I read this book, and it clears up a lot of things now. And I'll talk about the ending, like the whole ending, a little bit because that's probably one of my favorite parts of the whole book. Um, but the characters I really liked. Kasai, like when Kasai was, or when yeah, Kasai when he was introducing all the characters like Siri, Kasai, all the other ones. I didn't know some of them, like Mizu. I'm sorry if I can't say the name correctly. Kasai, Strider, or any other characters. I didn't know who they were at first until I did some research after I read the book about what they looked like, and I was like, oh, okay, because they had their mask in the back of the book and such. So I was kind of like, um, so I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I was like confused by the mask in the back. I was like, we never seen those characters in Chronicles of Darkness, but spoiler, they died. Some of them died at the end of the book by being defeated by Zaltor, who was the main villain pretty much of the whole book. Um, but Kasai was really interesting characters. I like how Kasai didn't go full into details like, hey, it's Kasai, because he didn't remember, Kasai the character did not remember anything about about him at all. He didn't even know his name when he first came to Okoto when he was woken up and such. So that was really cool, and I was kind of like, I was starting to realize when I was reading, I was like, oh man, that's Kasai, and then especially with Siri, when they found, when Bahatu, Liwa, and Kapaka and Akimu found Siri with her, I can't say the name correctly, the Austrians, I think that's how you say it. I apologize, I cannot pronounce the name correctly. But I was kind of like, how the description, I was like, oh, Siri, freak me. And I was like, how they're all introduced was really cool, especially Mirashiki. I was like, she just kind of showed up during the meeting of the mask makers and the forge, and when she was like, hack aside, to the throat. I was like, oh shoot, and all that stuff. I was really excited and intrigued about how she was going to be introduced into the whole book, because she was kind of teased in the beginning, like earlier on before one of the later chapters of the mask maker meeting and such. Um, but it was really cool how all the characters were introduced. I think Kasai did very awesome job with that. It was really cool, and especially with the Toa, you just have, all right, you already know the Toa, but you're going to be seeing new characters, and I really like that. The story was really well. It was really good. I swear, dude. What I love is that this book had some kind of flow or something though about it. It was like this flow that was kind of keep going. Like it didn't seem like rushed. It didn't seem like it was forced or anything like that. It just seemed like all flow together, like everyone doing their own thing. As after the Toa let the City of the Mask Makers, they went all to like I said earlier, they went to their respective villages, went to go fight their own little students and such. And it seemed when they all came together, like they had one side mission and everyone else was doing their own thing, and then they all came together, and then it's like a big battle at the end with the Toa and such. And I don't know, something about it that was so special about with how it all flowed together and made it so perfect that I can't even put into words of how a phenomenal job that you did with that. It's kind of hard to put into words. So that's why I kind of stopped for a second there. But you did a phenomenal job with that. I keep saying phenomenal because I love this book. It's such a good book. It's just there's so many good things about this that improved G2 in a lot of aspects, which I really liked about that. And the Protectors had more, they kind of had the reason why they weren't showing up and during the one in some way because they were at their villages protecting their people. So it makes sense. It wasn't explained during the one or anything like that. I mean, unless they're working to save the Mask Makers trying to rebuild it. But I really liked that. The story was really good. I think the ending was my favorite part. Like I said, I'll get to that in a little bit. Yeah, I think for being a book that's around 114 pages, or I think it was 110, it seemed like it was a longer book, but it seemed like so much happened, and you did it so well to make everything seem. Oh, what's the word? I'm speechless. I mean, it's so incredible how you wrote this book. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can talk about the ending now, as I don't know what else to say. The ending of the book was phenomenal. The final battle was not what I was expecting, because, 3 of the Toa Coretta died. Strider, Yuzu, and I forgot the other one. Frick me. Well, I'm sorry about that, Kasai. Yeah, sorry guys if this more seems like a direct video to Kasai. It kind of is because I'm reviewing his book, so I just want to tell you guys, I should have said that earlier. But Zaltor was a pretty cool villain. I wish we got more backstory with him as why he was banished to the Shadow Realm and such. But it's cool. I did not expect to have the Mask of Imitation to actually have an owner. So I was kind of like, oh, this is a powerful mask just made for the ones that can control it or anything like that. But I was wrong. Zaltor was a pretty cool villain. I wish he was shown in Chronicles of Darkness, but it's still cool. But my favorite part of the whole entire book, I have to say, is that the ending. Because the Toa Coretta, went on the journey to find Zaltor at the Earth region. So it took them like a couple weeks to get there. And in the meantime, the Toa Uniters were on their quest for the Quest of Unity, which was in the time during the one. So it takes place right in the same. So when they're traveling across the Kodo, they the Toa Uniters are looking for the creatures and they're facing Umarak. So all the events that during the one are happening before like the final during the last couple So all the events are during the one episodes 1 to 4 are taking place where they're on their journey to find or fighting their journey to find Zaltor or when they are fighting them. So when they get back, it's the aftermath. The Toa won, the Makuda's defeated, Kimu comes back, and it's a whole loop that begins the Chronicles of Darkness episode 1, like the first episode. And I was so amazed by that because I was curious to how this book was going to end. I thought it was going to be like, oh, okay, it's kind of teasing of what, the couple weeks later or something like that was going to take place. It's like a whole giant loop where it takes place right at the beginning, like right after during the one ends. And that's how I love. They get back, it's right after during the one, the Toa left, and they're kind of, shocked and such. And that's just really cool. I don't know, something about that was really cool. That was my favorite part of the book. I was so surprised by that. I don't know why. It's a really nice touch I like to the book, and that's what makes it all like a nice connection, which it could be possible for Generation 2 itself. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. But Kasai, phenomenal job, dude. If you're writing another book, I'll do another review like this. Thank you guys for watching. I highly recommend this book. Like I said, go check out Bionicle, Kasai, or Sonic on Wattpad where you can read the book. I will give this book a 9 out of 10. This is the one minor complaint I have is just because the backstory is Zaltor's. I wish we got more in depth with the villain because his introduction was really done well, But yes, so sorry guys if I was kind of rambling this video, but this video is made pretty much for my friend Bionicle Sai because he wanted me to do a video and I promised him I'll do one. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. It's your decision. Thanks for watching. Till then, I'm Tokoto, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.